This is Wednesday, and you know what that means. AEWTF.
What does that mean?
And how many people on the roster do the Destroyer?
Yeah, I mean, somebody's got to put over the PWG library.
I just think that people got fooled by the blood and girls bleeding.
Oh, man, those guys are awesome.
Hello, and welcome to AEWTF, and you know what that means. Today, the whole crew's on here. We'll be discussing AEW Dynamite Fighter Fest Night 2. Is this still in Texas? Yeah?
This was outside of Dallas.
Oh,
Adjacent to.
Oh, yeah. Adjacent to Dallas. Is it actually Dallas or is Jason right?
Garland is the actual city.
Okay, Garland. All right. Well, that's a WWE move to call it Dallas. I don't know if they actually.
Well, no, they didn't. They called it Garland. We just called it Dallas because nobody knows what the fuck that means.
Yeah. First, we get Jericho's in labor. And congratulations to Chris Jericho and his baby boy, Sean Spears.
I'd give you more credit for that joke, but they actually said, MJF said that on commentary. So
oh, did he? I was kind of listening to his commentary. I mean, the parts I heard was good, but.
Something about Jericho being in labor.
Well, that's damn it. But I made it first. Remember, I made that joke when they first announced the labor, so I'm just pointing it out. Don't you me? So we all hate Sean Spears, correct?
Yep.
He's grown on me. I don't hate him. I just very much dislike him.
All right. So anyway, Sean Spears and Jericho. I thought this was okay. The whole I was confused about the chair shots because I forgot that he could use a chair, and I was like, why is the ref just letting this happen? But the idea of the C4 with the chair on his back off the corner was a good idea. I don't know if it actually would have worked or just killed Jericho.
Only one way to find out. Let's try it again.
Fair. Well, he's lived a long, long life. So he's almost Jason's age.
Almost. Fry 35. I thought it would have been really great if, at first, because I thought, we'll get to this in a second, but I thought, and I think a lot of people thought this, that it was just going to be Pinnacle guy after Pinnacle guy would be the 5 labors. Right. So I was like, really not that interested, and I thought it'd be hilarious if Jericho just lost the first match. And everybody was just like, wow, MJF, that was really smart. That was
I was surprised to see Jericho take a top rope belly-to-belly suplex for no reason.
Yeah.
I did like the Rana off the corner. I thought that was nice and smooth for someone of his stature.
I will compliment Jericho on this. He's really slowed it down, and it's mostly basic moves now, but he lays them out so well that the crowd gets behind everything he fucking does.
I can agree with that.
I didn't
like Jericho in his prime. I'm the only person I know of who's never been I've never been a Jericho dude. When he switched over to
yeah, he's had about 9 primes now.
Yeah, prime?
Well, when he switched over to WWE, I was the only person not excited.
So you weren't into those hot feuds with Road Dogg?
Yeah, that hot feud with Road Dogg.
Sharing the Intercontinental Belt with China, that wasn't money for you?
My feud with Road Dogg was harder than Jericho's.
So
I think my favorite part beat Triple H for the title.
My favorite part of this whole segment was a botch on MJF's commentary, where he actually said that was a slow cunt.
He said cunt?
Yes, he meant to say count, but he said cunt.
That's amazing.
Funny because it's a female ref.
Well, that's going to go ahead and add 15 points to my overall score.
Well, maybe I wouldn't call her a slow cunt, but I mean, to each his own, I guess. I do think MJF's hilarious. Like, his bickering wasn't too much, where some heels just are too much on takeover commentary. I thought he was good.
It wasn't TakeOver. It was Fighter Fest Night 2.
Oh, yeah, TakeOver's a different show.
Wah, wah.
I do love his interactions with Tony. Because Tony, it just truly feels like MJF is bullying Tony.
Yeah, it does. Well, I mean, Tony's very bullyable. He's got a
I know.
face.
Someone did just pour a protein shake on his head last week.
Yeah, let's not talk
So this
about
match
that
was
yet.
15 minutes. I think that was a little bit too long, but I still thought it was solid.
That's what she said.
Well, the only I really didn't like that after they did the arm with the chair at the corner to the post. Then after that, Jericho, they tried to cover it on commentary, did 2 shoulder blocks, leaning in with that arm. And they're
Yeah.
like, well, but then after that, he was, yeah, baby, and like waving his arm like he wasn't selling it at all. And you've had an arm injury for 6 months now. Like there should have been a little bit more selling. I felt.
Oh,
like.
you want to talk about no selling?
Nah,
We'll get there.
I can hand wave that away. The shoulder block is a shoulder, and his elbow is what got hit.
But he's got to raise his
not the way
shoulder
he
to raise
leaned
his
into
arm
it
above his
that
head.
way, though.
All I'm saying is I've broken my ankles a lot, but it never hurt my knee when I broke my ankles.
But you still couldn't walk, right? Or jump up and down, regardless.
I can do backflips. I just held in the pain. Saved it for the car ride. What?
Oh, moving on. Oh wait,
the finish.
We should have done this at the beginning. Oh, go ahead. Go to the finish.
So the finish was the stipulation was Jericho couldn't use the chair. So did that literally mean he just couldn't swing the chair? Because I mean, he still threw him into where the chair was. So at any point, one of the chairs that was on the ground, he could have just DDT'd him or something.
That's
and
referee's discretion. That was a defensive move. It wasn't an offensive move.
What a cunt.
So what you're saying is, much like Rick Knock, this ref is in Jericho's pocket. I gotcha.
Yeah, if you've noticed, she does ref every Jericho match. He's in love with her.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the AEW refs are easy to buy.
Yes.
All right. Well, we should talk about this at the beginning of the podcast, but we'll just randomly throw it in here. So CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, are we going to be talking about them soon?
From what they're saying, they're both signed now. Their sources saying they're both done deals.
That's what I heard too.
But to counter, WWE has re-signed Braun Strowman.
Ugh.
Oh,
Do you think they beat the Raw rating with those two coming in when they first both get there?
Yes.
It depends if they do it as a surprise, because then nobody's going to know to tune in, or if they announce it ahead of time, like tune in.
TNT told them not to do that again, so because they wanted the ratings pop when they had Sting come out. I guess TNT gave them a note. It's like, yeah, we should have.
Well, I mean, they already debuted a Sting level star by surprise this week with Nick Gage, right?
No, they debuted a different Sting level star later in the show.
Chavo?
He's talking about Chavo, yeah. So Nick Gage, I want to hear your guys' opinion before I say mine. How do you feel about them bringing in Nick Gage, or a convicted bank robber, heroin addict?
He is super over on the indies, and it doesn't really matter if he's good or bad. If he has a buzz and a following, it's a good move.
I love it. It's the first legitimate surprise in pro wrestling in years.
I was surprised.
The dude did some shit, but I'm not gonna hold it against him.
I'm just surprised the company was willing to, you know what I mean? Willing to take that risk.
Him being a drug addict, him robbing a bank, none of that, all that pales in comparison to almost killing David Arquette. That's what I'd be worried about.
That's true. He did stab David Arquette in the neck until he almost bled out.
Fucking punctured his jaw.
Unlike some companies that would be like, you know what the kids want to see these days is that Goldberg. They're like, hey, what have people been talking about recently?
Yeah.
Clearly, if it wasn't for Dark Side of the Ring, would he have been the surprise? Probably not. Would people have even really been like, who is this? Then also probably not.
Dark Side of the Ring is obviously a favorite of theirs because that's when they start pushing Brian Pillman Jr. when his dad, Dark Side, came out. And then
I don't know where you've been putting your guys' fingers, but they're not on the pulse currently. GCW is the biggest indie company around, and he's like their fucking main star.
No.
Yeah, but is anybody I guess some people, but
probably more than 50% of the AEW viewing audience at least knows what GCW is.
That's probably true.
I just loved it, especially seeing as how I just assumed the whole angle was going to be all of the Pinnacle members.
Yeah, that's a good point, because I thought that too. And then this is the second one, and this one seems like a pretty big fucking deal. You would assume they're going to do two bigger ones after this.
Yeah,
So-
and I'm also looking forward to. Well, that could be how you bring in. I guess I don't know. You wouldn't do that, but I'm also looking forward to hopefully like some promos between at least one next week with Gage and MJF because like that would be fun to watch those two interact.
I'm assuming the end of the match next week, some sort of miscommunication from MJF leads to him getting beat, so he like beats MJF
Yeah.
after that or something.
That's what I'm figuring.
And then, do we think this is just going to be a one-off, or do we think that it's?
I think it's a one-off.
I think it depends on how it gets over because Eddie Kingston was supposed to be a one-off, and then he was on every single show after that for like a year.
That's
Well,
true.
we know Moxley was the one who spoke the most on the dark side about him. So clearly, they have history.
And also later on in the night, they lean very heavy into deathmatch wrestling,
which makes me question later on in the night, what are they going to do with this next match that's going to top things like?
Well, Nick Gage's whole thing is light tubes. They're going to let him do something with light tubes on the match with Jericho, even if it's just him holding one in front of his face while Jericho hits his elbow or something.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Chris Jericho's going to do light tubes, but you're probably right.
I mean, to me, it's just something that's actually interesting. We don't really get that in wrestling a whole lot anymore. So,
And once these big time stars get real old and they can't work like they used to, you saw with Ric Flair, he started doing thumbtack matches in the WWE ECW there for a minute. I don't think Jericho has any problem with thumbtacks or light tubes or any of that shit.
Are you giving me a hint that I have to do hardcore wrestling now? Is that what you're saying?
I did it in the middle.
I'm not telling you have to. I'm just suggesting maybe you should.
I once landed on one thumbtack and I was horrified. So.
Well, that's your mistake because it's the bed of nails thing. When you land on a whole bunch of them, it don't hurt at all.
I've had to pull them out of cash before, and it seemed like it hurt.
I did think that when he came out, the music, at least the sound mix on my TV, was really loud for the music. So you could hear the people chanting.
Yeah.
So you knew people knew who he was, but you couldn't get a full idea of how much of the crowd was like, "Oh, holy shit, this is who this is."
Right.
So it was kind of hard to gauge crowd reaction.
I see what you did there.
You want me to go ahead and hit him? I'm with the arms.
Oh, Cashkin hitting now.
No, you don't hit him. You give him a slow clap for that one.
You give him
I'm
the
gonna figure
clap
out
for that
something in
one.
the middle.
Right, a slow slap to the face.
Yeah.
Cash,
why
give
am I
him the clap. For
suggesting
that.
that?
All right. So then, what was after that?
Doc Gallows versus Frankie Kazarian.
You missed the Miro promo where he wore the sweetest Bloodsport jacket.
I think that was a great Bloodsport jacket. Not weird. That was great.
Yeah.
This is pretty much the same promo he always does.
Yeah, it's weird that the mid-card title in AEW now is the IWGP US title, and the TNT belt can't even get on TV anymore.
Yeah, I thought the TNT belt was supposed to be defended on TNT. That's the name.
So yeah, like that just made me think something I was going to say a few minutes ago when we were talking about Bryan Danielson and Punk. What the hell are they going to do with all these guys?
No idea. They got that other hour, but that's still not enough.
Well, I mean, this is just me spitballing, but why can't you put Punk versus Danielson?
I mean,
that keeps them away.
They will, but just over and over and over and over again. Like I just feel like Miro got the belt, was kind of hyped up, and now we've barely seen Miro. They just have such a loaded roster for him.
Yeah, it's kind of like a first world problem. We got too many awesome wrestlers.
Yeah. It's a good problem to have.
What's funny though is how are Colt Cabana and Punk gonna coexist when they're suing each other and hate each other's fucking guts?
I forgot about that.
I forgot too.
I hold a lot of grudges, and there's been many times I've been in locker rooms with people I can't fucking stand, and I'm able to get through it. So I'm sure Punk.
I know. I've had to smooth those over sometimes.
Oh, it's not funny because it's true.
It's true. There's how many times I've kept Omega from like fighting someone or getting fired from somewhere. I'm like, Mega, don't start anything in the locker room. I'm the Mega Whisperer.
So you've been holding him back.
Yeah, literally.
He could be one of the most controversial figures in indie wrestling, and you've been holding him back.
He still is.
That's a good point.
Let's talk about it like he's not here.
Yes.
But
not here. Maybe this is a figment of your imagination.
Speaking of people who shouldn't be in the business, rough transition. Doc Gallows. So
I just don't think he should be in the ring.
his first match was in Parkersburg.
That's a career killer right there.
Yeah,
There's something I have in common with him. Weird.
same here. And cash.
Believe you me, if you start your career in Parkersburg, it's going nowhere.
I can hear you.
I don't mind Luke or Gallows existing in wrestling. I could do without ever seeing him in the ring again, but he does look like he's maybe having more fun than any other wrestler alive. Like,
because he's probably drunk.
That might be.
Probably because he's got a job he shouldn't have. You ever be like, oh, I should not be here. I'm very lucky to be here.
I feel like he's probably a pretty cool dude to hang out with.
He's got to be here because they're not keeping him there for his talent.
Yeah,
Right. My favorite spot in the whole show, or in the whole show, that's rough, in the match was coming out of the picture-in-picture, and Kazarian is punching him in the face, and he's kind of bent over a little bit, and he's more concerned about pulling the zipper up on his shirt than selling the punches. Like, what the hell is happening?
That's how you bury me softly, brother.
That's the jugulator when his shirt got tore off in that tag match we were in.
Did he, Draven, you might know the answer to this. Does Luke Gallows, is that his name? Yeah, yep. Luke Gallows. Is he singing his own entrance music?
I don't know. That's a good question.
That's a weird question. I wouldn't say good.
It's so weird and like hillbilly sounding fucking country music that it does sound like he's drunk.
It sounds like his gimmick that he does. What's the?
Oh yeah, on South whatever wrestling.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like he's that character singing his entrance music.
Are you guys thinking of All Star Wrestling?
Is that the thing in WWE?
The WWE thing, the South whatever.
Yeah, the boring Southern wrestling, the All Star Wrestling.
Yeah, his character from that. It sounds like he's that character singing his theme music.
First of all, that's the best thing that Gallows and Anderson have ever done.
Chad Too Bad. And
Chad Too Bad.
Yeah, that's right.
Did I slip that in and nobody's really noticing? Weird.
That's what she said.
ASW, All Star Wrestling.
Yeah, I caught it.
Oh, you guys. Oh, I get it. You're just no song it, so you don't get in trouble.
Oh, no, I thought that
I got a booking. I thought that's what it was called.
No.
Yeah, I thought you were saying that's what it was called.
Yeah, I got a booking in 2 weeks in front of supposedly 2,000 people. We'll see.
Well,
I mean, if there's 1,000 pregnant women there, is that technically true?
No, I'm a Democrat, so no.
What?
Everybody's getting it? Okay, let's move on.
No?
No? How many beers deep are you guys, just out of curiosity?
0. We're still at the hotel.
Right.
But I mean, I thought Jason would bring booze.
That was initially the plan, but that seems like a waste of money when we have somewhere to go where it's cheaper and stronger. So
cheaper than buying at the liquor store?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not making a whole hell of a lot of sense right now, Jason.
The key word there was stronger.
They're working us. They're drunk, Draven. Don't listen to
it. We've ate some chocolate. We're drunk on chocolate.
I did bring.
I thought that was a euphemism. I'm really happy that it's not.
Nope. I did bring a 12-pack of chocolate chip fudge brownie cups.
Well, if you remember the chocolate we ate in Vegas, if it's that chocolate, then
we ain't gonna make it.
That'd have been awesome.
No, if you had that many, you would die. Like, I almost thought I was going to die. And I couldn't even call for help. And Jason was no help at all. I wake Jason up, and I'm like,
go to bed.
I'm like, I'm freaking out. Man. And he's like, it's all right. Just go to sleep. And he goes back to sleep. You dick.
I mean, the picture you sent me with the caption of, with the text that just said, I don't know what to do. It was pretty awesome.
I was so messed up that I couldn't use my phone. Like, I literally couldn't figure it out, and it was so frustrating. I was like, I cannot type anything. Because I was like, I'll just watch them wrestling or something and try to calm down. Nope, couldn't do anything.
That is the worst. I've been there with being too drunk and not know how to use my phone. I've broken many phones because I couldn't figure it out.
So, speaking of broken things,
post-match.
This match is just boring as hell.
It It's an odd choice for the elite hunter to get squashed by every elite member he wrestles.
I like it.
I think they just gave up on this gimmick or on this angle.
Right.
They gave up on Frankie Kazarian.
Yeah, I mean, because they really didn't do anything to build this up other than have them randomly attack people when they could have done a whole hell of a lot more with it. And there was no reason to care about this, I don't think.
Yeah.
Right. And it
Just an
seems like
odd
if he was going to start like beating them one a week, then Gallows seemed like a good place to start.
So, yeah, if you lose to the worst member of the group,
I'm going to work my way all the way through all of you guys and lose to the first one, the worst one. So post-match attack, we get Good Brothers hit the Magic Killer. Blah, blah, blah.
I think that the storyline that actually got furthered in this match is Rick Knox's involvement with the All Elite, right?
Oh, no, I just thought they did a good job of using this to at least continue building towards Page and Omega thing.
Yeah.
The post-match, what I'm hoping is maybe every week Kenny comes out and starts talking on the microphone and then gets really like lost in his words, like last week with his Elk Collector thing, and then this week he did the whole you're going from the elite hunter to being and then he just kind of is like the hunted.
Yeah, he had to have Don tell him.
I want that to be his thing moving forward. Like every week he tries to insult someone, he just gets to a point where he's just like something stupid.
I would have given AEW a minimum of $1,000 if they would have had Kenny Omega get back in the ring and get face to face with Adam Page after the scuffle, just because I would know Tim's head was exploding.
Yes.
I really thought they were going to do it. When he got out, I was like, "Oh, please let this happen." Please.
But
let it
again, a
happen.
lot of times I think that they're just doing stuff to piss me off, but they did not do it this time.
But again, that segment wasn't Omega getting hit in the face last time. It was Matt Jackson. So it's
Which would have been. I mean,
Sure.
I'm cool.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
that. So,
you're comparing apples to pomegranates right now, and it's very annoying.
And
Are you
I like
talking to me?
pomegranates and not so much apples. So there we go.
Yes.
That was the issue last week.
Oh, I don't know who you're talking to. I don't know who you're insulting right now.
Both of you, but not me.
Anyways,
All of everybody that's not me.
I just wanted to see the same thing happen because I knew Tim would punch his TV.
But that's what I'm trying to say. It's not the same thing. He punched a different guy, not Kenny Omega.
yeah. But if he would have got back in after punching anyone. But apparently John Silver can wrestle because he took a bump.
Yeah, he's in the match graphic, so I think he's in that match next week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's back next week.
Well, that's good for him. I like that little guy. I like the little guy. So Brian Cage, we're next going to talk about.
Speaking of little guys,
Speaking of little guys, Brian Cage, who ate a little guy. They show him. He's terrible on the mic. He looks like $1 million, but God, he's terrible on the microphone. But they're going to
not good at all.
They're going to have a title that doesn't matter celebration next week.
I like the way you put that.
Yeah, and I mean, literally, there's zero chance that Brian Cage doesn't interrupt this. I wish he would just not, just throw off all of wrestling's formula. People would be like, "What the fuck is happening?"
So what segment are they going to rip off from the Attitude Era? The last one they ripped off was the beer truck with champagne.
Oh
So he's
yeah,
going to do something crazy. Is he going to like shoot fireballs or something? Like the Terminator? I don't know.
they could do that was after the Attitude Era. They do the Nickelodeon slime that DX did to the Spear Squad for some reason.
and it's orange because it's Team Taz.
Ugh.
There you go. Slimy orange stuff.
For some reason, Omega's hard
Bunch
as
of fake
nails.
banner.
Y'all were making too many jokes and I didn't hear any of them. So.
I said you're hard as nails because of orange slime. Anyway,
True.
We get that Wheeler Utah and Darby Allin.
This
Luke.
automatically gets a 5-point bump because they name dropped Haku, though.
They did name drop Haku. I thought about Cash and him being afraid, but
No, right?
I definitely said ahead of my notes that this is going to lead to a night that we have to do an actual podcast where we discuss him being on AEW in the near future.
Yeah, my note is just Ming in giant capital letters.
It's a good note.
Thank you.
So this match was okay, but so I'm going to be Jim Cornette on this. Darby didn't sell his ribs enough for me. He would just randomly do it and then randomly not do it. So it was like, is he hurt? Is he not hurt? It was just very.
Attention, was he coming in with an injury from last week or something?
Yeah, he had his ribs wrapped up.
He dove through a coffin.
Yeah,
I don't understand why they're having Wheeler Yuta work baby like
Right.
the most over guys in the company to introduce himself.
it is weird.
Because I really think I'm going to like this guy. Like, what I saw.
Mega.
Oh, I thought, okay. The only reason I can think of is as a favorite in New Japan. Like, I know he's on the New Japan Strong stuff, and he's technically one of their guys. Maybe they want him to be a face, so they asked for him to be kind of put over a little bit.
It is Shibata just with different facial hair, right?
Isn't that a type of bread? Ciabatta bread?
Yeah, no, Jason, that's not living, breathing bread.
Oh, nope.
That's a man.
That's a full-grown man.
I want to know
He's
what
not full grown.
I want to know what Tim's view of the Sting and Orange Cassidy spot.
Oh my! You sure?
I do. I do want to hear it so I can.
I fucking hated it because they did it for no reason. It distracted from the wrestling match. It didn't make any sense whatsoever. It was just they wanted Sting thought it'd be funny, or someone thought it would be funny in the back. It was pointless.
You're the guy that wants Draven to crawl into the ring with you and switch pants.
Yes, I do. And he's, well, first of all, we wear trunks now, so it won't work as
It's
well.
over the match because there's literally nothing to watch for the crowd. It makes no sense because why would you guys do
But
that?
you leave them anticipating what's going to happen, then you throw them a curveball of something that they did not expect to happen.
You wear trunks these days. I wear long pants. It's definitely not going to work.
Yeah, I would love to wear capris.
So let me ask you this about that spot. Did it get a good reaction?
From the crowd?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I'm pretty sure if like Kenny Omega took his dick out in a helicopter and went in a circle, he'd get a big reaction. Doesn't mean it's good, right?
You're becoming more and more like Jim Cornette every day.
Right.
But I'm right? A reaction doesn't mean it's a good idea. If you do something really just off the wall, it gets a reaction. Goldberg got a reaction. Does that make it a good idea to bring him back at 55 or whatever?
No, but it makes a good idea in the moment to put the title on him in '98 in front of 45,000 at the Georgia Dome.
That I agree with, but he can still go. But like I'm saying, at 55, he got a great reaction coming out. But it's still a bad idea.
I was very entertained by the Sting and Darby thing. I am very glad that Sting is using his name and all that to put over young guys and like interact with them.
That is a good point. I will say
Sting
that.
is the guy that stood next to RoboCop, right? Sting is the guy that got pushed off a boat moments before it exploded by the British Bulldog. Something like this is in his wheelhouse.
I don't know what are you talking about? I don't know.
Both things happened in WCW in the early
I know
90s.
exactly what I'm talking about.
Wait,
Yeah,
you don't know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
I'm just saying.
For all this bluster about you being Jim Cornette and all this wrestling history, you don't know about RoboCop?
No, RoboCop I definitely know about. I don't know about the boat explosion.
You don't know about the boat explosion with Tatum the Midget?
What?
Oh my! So reading into
All right, new podcast.
Right.
We review the history of the thing.
Do you know about the White Castle beer?
What? No.
What?
I didn't
How
watch.
do you not know
I didn't
about
watch
this?
like 1990s.
You missed the best part of wrestling in the 90s. It was WCW making mini movies to sell their crappy matches in 92 and 93.
So they did the cinematic matches before anybody, is what you're saying?
Well, it was cinematic commercials where boats blew up and Vader's in a cave with like a white fur coat on.
Okay, someone send me the links to this when this is over with.
I definitely will.
Just wait till I'm down there tomorrow night. We'll all watch them.
Like you watch now because that'll be worth it for the podcast.
Like, have you seen the promo of Hogan wandering around the looking for the Dungeon of Doom, and he goes like into the cave?
I have seen that.
It's not hot.
Yeah, I've seen it made fun of. Is why.
There's no Hulkamaniacs down here.
Yeah, there's no kids
Yeah,
in
there
the cave, Hogan. You
There weren't
weirdo.
any in the either.
So yeah, I enjoyed this thing, and then the match was all right. But again, like I would, if it was me, I'd put Wheeler Yuta in there against like really athletic heels, and let them have like, I don't know, normal matches where he gets to kind of be a babyface.
Right. Because just going into it, did anyone expect he was going to win this match?
No.
Whether there were hurt ribs or not, especially since hurt ribs weren't sold.
Well, it looks like I shouldn't have made that high wager bet then.
Were they?
Oh Lord!
Were they? You think they were teasing Darby turning on Sting at some point? Because he was selling like he was kind of not pissed, but just confused why Sting was.
That's what I would have done if I was Darby. I'd be like, "What the?"
I thought you were my dad.
Yeah, you're playing with the other kids. No.
The Sting spot to me was made by Sting doing the apathetic chest beat that made it a million billion stars. But
Yeah.
Million billion stars.
this match was fine. I mean, none of us really understand the Wheeler Yuta experiment here because he's not an AEW guy. But above that, I think the most unnecessary part of this whole thing was after the match, the Blade hitting Orange Cassidy with the knucks. Like, they're working a match in like 10 minutes. Why do you gotta?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah, if it would have led
Orange
like
Cassidy that big of a star that is
Right.
Orange like that big of a star? You got to hit him with a car before the matches now, so people think he'll actually lose.
Maybe.
Yeah, because it also didn't have any effect on their match. Like, even like that having to cancel, but once the match started, it was.
I think
was the
Orange
issue.
started hotter than he ever has. He had more energy because he got hit by the So then we get a video package for the main event,
Yeah, I thought this was pretty good. It gave like a quick little review of their history.
which I needed because remember last week I was bitching. I was like, I didn't watch New
Yeah.
Japan Pro Wrestling a year ago to watch a Texas Death Match. I don't understand.
Oh, yeah.
So this was for me.
Yeah. You're all like, America's number one.
America's number one.
How come they ain't have it in America?
I'm sorry. I thought we won World War II. Apparently we didn't. Anyway.
Well, okay. Well,
So anyway, they show Ming's beautiful baby boy in the crowd.
yes.
Who is a 7-foot fucking giant?
Yeah, I didn't realize he was that big.
Explain how Ming's DNA works to me because he's got 2 normal sized kids and 1 giant.
He does whatever it wants to do.
Ming just decided that he wanted that one to be taller. So he willed it and it happened.
He can control a sperm individually.
Yeah.
Wow. That sounds like a nightmare. That doesn't sound like a.
Yeah, it's the
Well,
worst
that's why you're
superpower.
not Ming.
Yeah. So then we get what we're all here for: Nyla Rose versus.
Do we
Britt
have
Baker.
to?
I mean, we can go quick, but it's going to be painful. That's what she said.
I was extremely. So the best part about this match is that it wasn't the main event. Because I'm honestly a little surprised that even with it being the Texas Death Match with Moxley and all them, like having not seen that yet, not realizing they were going to stab each other to death and everything else, there was a part of me that was a little surprised they didn't decide, hey, let's put our women's title in the main. So I was glad to see that not happen.
Yeah.
And that's about the best I can say about this.
Yeah.
I was a little excited at first because my TNT feed was jacked up again, and I thought I was going to skip this match and I wouldn't have to watch it.
Maybe you have telekinetic powers and your anger started crashing the internet.
I wish, dude, because Nyla Rose, again, is the worst televised wrestler in the history of the business.
Wow. That's bold.
Explain
but,
to me
you
why
might
she-
be right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, wow.
Explain to me why she hits one of her finishers, a DVD, and then immediately pricks Britt up to set her on the rope for her stupid knee thing that's never beat anyone ever.
Because that wasn't the finish.
That's not what they talked about, Aaron. That's your real name.
Choke slams are pretty easy. How can she not do one?
Yes, she can. That choke
Right?
slam was fucking awful.
I honestly thought where we had discussed us doing this flipping knee to the
Yeah.
face thing, I was like, I could do that choke slam.
Also, did you know JR thought the choke slam was a clothesline? It was that bad.
Yes, it took him. He was confused.
Well, I mean, when you're giving a choke slam, you go down a little bit so the person knows to jump. She didn't do that at all, so Britt never jumped. So she did
tried
kind
to
of push her.
Yeah, she tried to legit grab an adult woman by her neck and just pick her straight up. No helping, just grab her by the neck and actually just go straight from there up.
To be fair, though, I imagine Britt Baker is tiny, like a baby bird, because her her husband or boyfriend or whatever he is a baby bird.
He is a baby bird.
Like Nyla Rose can't just lift. Like I think I could just lift, like at least like like Mayhem or one of our. I think I could just grab him and lift him.
What's funny is he weighs the same.
Did you just compare Mayhem to Britt Baker?
So I was trying to think of size.
They both have succulent thighs, so
I was trying to think of Britt compared to Nyla and him compared to me.
As long as you don't say they got the same hairline, we're good.
I like how JR was. They're like 185. Nyla weighs more than that. That's bullshit. I'm like,
yeah. I'm surprised that didn't get more backlash online because people usually flip the fuck out when he does that.
Yeah, he basically called her a fat ass on national television.
I think everyone's over Nyla Rose. I don't think even like
yeah,
even that crowd like, yeah, we don't give a shit.
Even cancel
after the match.
Yeah.
After the match, when Britt was getting her arm raised, she mouthed to the ref, "Ow, my face," and I don't think it was like character shit. I think Nyla really stiffed her like 3 or 4 times in that match.
Jesus.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Okay, let's move on from this before we all die from some weird Nyla Rose disease. So she's fat, she's diseased.
What?
She's probably one of the few listeners we have, and she's just gonna be crushed. Good.
What is it?
Nyla Rose is probably one of our
one of our listeners. Well, sorry, Nyla.
I'm not sorry. You suck.
Yeah, maybe try something else that's not professional wrestling.
Like do a backstage role. Be part of like the whatever Leva Bates does now.
The same thing I tell all the trainees when they come to our school. This isn't for everybody. So anyway, we have a press conference earlier where we shared family pictures, which was weird. So yeah, someone else go first on this. It's just weird.
I like what they're building up. I like what the match will be, but I kind of didn't get either. But I kind of didn't care because there was enough emotion there that I bought
happened
into
to
it.
bring those.
Well,
he carries him around everywhere he goes. I assume that's how people with children travel.
Well, this was
Jason just goes no.
This was a classic AEW production thing. They just randomly cut in the middle of Santana doing his stuff and cuts back to a clearly like much later on in the segment part where what's his name starts talking. Dax starts talking. Like it was such an awful cut. I don't know what the hell happened.
But again, it'd be one thing if it was supposed to be presented as live or something, but they said it was earlier today. Of course they're cutting it based on it.
But they cut it in a very like they cut off Santana like in the middle of like a pretty good little emotional like this is where we come from, whatever, like I'm doing this for this person, and like he's almost I think in the middle of a word and it cuts to where like the emotions have all died back down and it's just Dax Harwood being like, yeah, well, we'll see you guys or whatever. It just wasn't edited well at all.
I didn't pay enough. Once they started showing the pictures, it was just weird. The documents and the pictures.
Pretty good right there. Like he was putting over like what, like who they're fighting for, what they're doing this for, and then
it was just weird. He brought him to a press conference
for a random tag match that doesn't really have any story other than it's two teams that don't like each other. I think they really fucking brought the emotion.
Yeah. I mean, they tried to kill Conan, and he's their father. I think Conan said.
Yeah.
I think Conan's way too young to be their father. He's like their great grandfather.
Their match will be great.
It's in Charlotte, North Carolina, too. So that's like FTR country.
Yeah, FTR is gonna be big baby faces, and that. So then we get this is weird. So Tony introduces Andrade El Idolo, and then we get Chavo for reasons unknown.
It makes sense. All right, so his manager was Vicky, and she sucked.
Okay.
Chavo's related to Vicky, so
that doesn't make it make sense.
So Andrade was like, "Hey, can I get your nephew to do this instead?"
They want a Guerrero with him to get the bump of the Guerrero name. They just didn't want Vicky with him.
I also like how
Mondo was busy.
Andrade doesn't know how like English works real great, so he's like, "You work for them, now you work for me." And that's like, what? That's not. You can't just say that they work for you and then they do. That's not like a thing.
I do need to cut you off just to get a fuck Alex in here because he is the most cringy fucking thing in the history of the business.
He is awful.
Yeah.
Dude wearing his fucking Ed Hardy shirts, bopping around out there like a goddamn fucking tool.
He's really trying to get himself over, which is the opposite of what a manager's supposed to do.
Like, he's acting like he's an equal part of their fucking act. He's just a fucking announcer. He should be scared of them, not like, yeah, we're gonna get you.
Well, apparently Jason's a big admirer of this guy.
What?
He has a note where he really liked his T-shirt.
I know. I want a shirt that just says Penta says.
Oh, so you want his
Every time he
catchphrase
gets-
on his shirt?
Yeah.
Does it have to be as sparkly as his?
No, it can just be a plain shirt. It just says Penta says on it.
I'll bring a marker.
Says.
You bring a
Well, they
white
sell.
shirt.
I'm fairly sure AEW sells a Penta shirt on their website.
I'm
There you go.
for Christmas.
When they first brought Chavo out, I was like, I thought Chavo used to be pretty decent on the mic, but he was horrible here.
Well,
I thought.
I didn't think his energy matched what was going
Yeah.
on either. Like,
Yeah.
so are you the heel or are you a face?
Like, I
Because
don't know
he
if
came out and
Chavo
you're
knew
like,
what he was doing.
hey, it's good to be here.
Neither here
Yeah.
nor there. Neither here nor there. I'm going to start a controversial rumor here. I think Chavo got the tattoo, the hair on your head deal.
Oh, he did. No, he did. He was a spokesman for them.
Oh, is he? Oh, shit. I thought
Yeah, he was a spokesman.
I thought
for
I was
them.
cracking a fucking code here.
No. That was at the end of his WWE run. He actually was a spokesman for like one of those hair tattoo things.
Huh.
So,
Okay.
Oh,
so there you go.
Now I'm sad.
And I accept
think-
I accept gift certificates to that place. Just saying.
Can they tattoo orange though? Isn't that hair color? Ginger.
What? First of all, that's a racial slander. Us Irish don't all have orange hair. Just 99% of us.
And you're one of them. And, you know,
Maybe.
the promo, it had a clunky layout, and I lost a lot of the context. I know it's probably not practical to be able to do subtitles in the moment for a live segment, but they kind of should try and figure out a way to.
Yeah.
I think that they did that. Part of it was because they're in Texas, so potentially more of the audience understood.
I do think that was a thought that went into it. Like, hey, we can do this here because most of them will get the gist of it. They know enough Spanish.
Everyone but Pac, apparently, because he doesn't speak two languages. It's not a dig.
Yeah. First of all, it is. I mean, the way you said it definitely comes off.
Are you the heel or the
It's
face?
just, it's so clunky, and I think even if you just take Alex out of the fucking equation, it works so much better. You got Chavo being the one speaking English in the ring. You can have Pac being the one speaking English on the outside. Nobody needs to know what Penta says. It's like, this is something
according to my shirt, they do.
This one's one I'll take to the grave. Alex Abrahantes.
Jason
It's 10
lives
points
by
off the episode for me.
Quotes.
Although again, like the last promo I didn't like, we are going to get maybe Andrade versus Pac, which will be awesome.
Yeah.
I've seen people say two of the dudes that he did his group in Mexico with might come in and make it a 3-on-3 feud. I don't know. I don't know how true it is, but Rush and Dragon Lee or something like that.
Oh, Roosh. First of all, it's pronounced Roosh.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. It's Roosh.
Goddamn, we're in America. I stay.
Now it's your turn. Oh, I thought we won the Spanish-Mexican War.
And then there's your New Japan connection for them and my fanfic, because they're the ones that started LIJ with Naito that he took
Nerd
back.
alert.
There we go.
Wait, it's pronounced Naito? I'm kidding.
It's
Naito.
pronounced Christian?
Whoa. It's pronounced Draven?
Let's
No,
just keep doing this for the next
it's
3 hours.
It's clearly the D Raven.
Oh,
D-Raven. Oh, that's definitely your new DJ nickname. DJ name. D-Raven here.
On the 1 and 2.
On the 1 and 2s.
And it's just me with my arms around like girls that are only 1s or 2s.
Oh my god.
Speaking of a 1 or 2, QT Marshall's up.
Was he? No, not yet. Oh yeah, we do have QT Marshall. Yeah, speaking of a guy that definitely gets ones and twos, QT Marshall is going to apologize to Tony for no reason.
I get why they're doing it. It's in Charlotte next week. That's Tony's stomping grounds too. They're gonna let him like hit a stunner or some shit on QT Marshall. That's fine.
Dude, they're gonna have Tony Schiavone beat QT Marshall's ass.
Oh Lord.
This promo though was 20 seconds, and it's 20 seconds of my life I'll never get back.
I've seen you wait longer.
Right now, Jimmy Uso and the elder or what's the young Mysterios, Dominic, just had a botch fest for the ages.
Wow.
It was real sloppy.
Wow.
Live reporting.
But yeah, last week when I got cut off and I couldn't get back in, I had after QT Marshall poured the protein shake on Tony, one of my notes was so they're gonna have Tony Schiavone beat QT Marshall's ass while Cody Rhodes just slanders him on the mic. Like, they're gonna bury QT Marshall so hard.
I'm here for it.
I'm good with it.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
I mean, I can't wait for Tony to hit like a moonsault on him or something.
What's going to be amazing is if they teach Tony to do the Canadian Destroyer.
That'd be amazing.
You ever feel like Tony's just your nerdy friend you have to defend?
All the time.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday I feel like that. Then we get the Blade versus Orange Cassidy. And I forget. I didn't take a note on it. There was something that really pissed me off in this match, and I don't remember. But the match was okay, besides there was one spot, and I'm sure one of you probably remember it because you usually do. So,
was it the fake knee injury, big boot thing?
Yes, it was exactly that.
Are you? Wait, what was it?
The fake knee injury, run into a big boot thing. It's like he was working at the bingo hall down the road instead of on TNT. Is
he
what
ran
feel
all the way
gave
around
me.
the ring instead of just cutting straight across behind the ref to kick him.
Yeah, it was really weird and dumb.
Like around.
No, the spot I remember is what should have been the end of the goddamn match.
Oh, the end of Orange Cassidy's life, the Doctor Bomb on the top rope.
Yeah, what the hell was that?
Yeah, how was that just the lead into the fucking picture-in-picture?
Yeah, like that. First of all, that's like when you're trying to end a guy's career. That's the spot you go for.
Yeah, I honestly was like, I'm not going to fast forward through picture-in-picture because if that's what's happening now, I want to watch more of this match.
I have different wrestling logic than you guys, I guess. Turnbuckles are soft.
Like, clearly,
he landed on the buckle on the pole. Like the actual...
You pull it up and you watch again. He landed flat on the pad. It was safe for shit.
But that's not what they're selling to the crowd, though. Like,
right. But I mean,
it's still like the visual to the crowd is, oh my god, he just powered on him on the top goddamn rope.
And well,
yeah, don't change the channel because he might die.
Also, just like the room for error, like if any room for error, like say you're gonna powerbomb a guy on a bridge ladder and you go a little far and he flies off and lands on his head, like that could have happened to Orange Cassidy right there. Like
he would have been a star of Botchamania then.
Yeah, it could have went really bad.
Then again, Orange Cassidy is also only 115 pounds, so it's not that risky.
Nah, okay.
Pepper's strong as shit, dude.
Yeah. The Blade is fucking jacked.
Yeah.
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 He looks like $1 million, and he's not a bad worker either. Like, good for him. I'm glad he's getting some TV time. But
he looks like the "We've got Tommaso Ciampa at home" meme. But
I think the Blade's a better worker than Tommaso.
Wow.
Like, you're fucking
I
stupid.
am biased because I've worked him like
wow, I just got really upset with you.
Wait, who?
Listen,
I
would trash this room if it wasn't my place.
How dare you? Tommaso is the knockoff Pepper Parks.
Oh my god!
Well, you've been friends with one of them.
I was gonna say, how much money does he give you?
This is the hottest take ever on this podcast.
All right, you work Pepper 10 times like I have, and then tell me that I'm wrong.
I think you might be biased there, dog.
I clearly stated that I might be biased when I say this.
I'll go work him right now.
Disclaimer.
I mean, that was part of the pitch I just had there.
I think Tommaso Ciampa is fucking spectacular. I think Pepper Parks is great too, but not. I don't think Tommaso level.
I disagree. I don't rate Tommaso as high as you guys do. I guess.
think you should wrestle Tommaso a dozen times, and then we'll see. We'll see the tiebreaker after you've.
All right,
equal
but
time.
only if I don't have to match his level of fucking body fat percentage.
Well, first of all, no one can do that.
True.
So anyway, we get Orange Cassidy goes over, which we all knew.
We all know how he did it.
We all know how he did it. He's got orange punches or whatever. So this was one of my least favorite segments of the night.
Mine too.
Jericho does cosplay, and that's end of notes.
This was one of the cringiest things I have ever seen.
You know how I always try and talk things up that people didn't like? I have a feeling Jason's going to do that about this.
Jason is very Asian-y. Did you like it?
So here's the issue. I mean, there's issues. But let's say that, okay, the big reveal, he's going to be the Painmaker. Okay, cool. I mean, Foley was allowed to have 3 faces. Why can't Jericho have 3 in this company? But
I'll burn your
jacket.
hotel down this weekend.
If you know that's what the hell? Oh, there are children staying here.
Yeah,
I will kill all those.
I think your point's gonna be they should just do it. Like, just get to it.
Just do it. Like, they had the jacket was in the shot the whole time, and if you know that's what he wears as it,
no one knows that, nerd. I'm going to knock your books out of your hand next time.
No, I knew that. That's why I thought this was
too.
Like, yeah, like clearly that's what it was. So when you turned around to show the face makeup, like the jacket is part of that look.
Dude,
like
he wears a black leather jacket all the fucking time when he's normal.
Yeah.
not with those spikes.
Not with the spikes though.
Oh my god!
I disagree. He wears spiky jacket all the time. He wears the spiky jacket all the goddamn time.
Yeah, I'm with Draven on this one. We're gonna beat you
way,
nerds up.
I mean, okay, well, no matter what though, I knew he was going to be the Painmaker when he turned around, and I didn't need the long, drawn-out, quote-unquote suspense of it.
Right.
Knowing that he does terrible little makeup things on his eyes.
I don't mind him doing this. I think it makes sense in the context of the match, but I'm with you guys that it was just painfully cringy the way he took forever to get to the point.
And
Like,
then he just stared at the camera and did like a weird facial expression. Just come out like that. Just come out like that next week.
Do the full-on Foley of, hey, if we're going to have a hardcore match, then
I think the idea was that they wanted to have the match graphic, have him have that look, so you had to announce it ahead of time. Otherwise,
that actually was my only note was, damn, that was fast on that match graphic. Because as soon as it cut away, they're like, there he is.
So I want to describe. So Cash earlier said this is the Walmart version. We have that at home or whatever, that whole reference. So one of my favorite moments in the history of professional wrestling is the lead up to the Royal Rumble 2000 when Mick Foley cuts the promo of Triple H and he goes, after you beat me up on Monday night, I'm not ready for the Rumble, but I know a guy who is. And he starts taking the mask off and the shirt. And then Triple H's sell. He's like, you might know the guy Cactus Jack. That whole thing's one of my favorite moments in the history of wrestling. This was we have that moment at home.
Oh, I thought you were going to say this was just as epic.
Just as good. We have that moment at home.
Now, my favorite moment.
So wait, are you currently comparing Triple H to Nick Gage then?
Yes, I currently am.
There's your slow clap, Draven. So it's like that point in mind, though, the Nick Gage thing, like in the context, seeing Jericho from behind and knowing this was about to be the Painmaker, like just knowing that he's doing this in response to a guy that legitimately went to prison for robbing a bank, has almost murdered a man, has
died during a match.
Has almost died during a match, has done some of the craziest things ever, and Jericho's like, you know what I'm going to do to prepare? Put this little black line on my face.
And a fedora.
And a fedora.
I like how Jason chimes in behind and the fedora. Don't forget the fedora.
So, yeah, like not quite.
Hat really brings the outfit together.
I don't think it's as scary as Jericho thinks it is.
I honestly think he thinks he looks like the Crow just without the white part of the makeup on.
I think you're right.
He definitely thinks he looks badass, and he does not.
He's like, man, Sting was all wrong with the white base under this fucking look. I got the right look.
Oh, have you noticed that Jericho definitely had Botox done? Have you noticed around his eyes are like frozen now?
No.
Yeah, next time you look at Jericho, like when he used to make facial expressions, like his eyes would wrinkle. Now they don't. They stay solid. Like
Now he just got the dead eyes.
yeah, he's got the dead eyes.
I
But
got
like,
one of those.
I think that's also what made the Painmaker gimmick look weirder too. Is that the tissue around his eyes didn't move.
Yeah. That makes it a little creepier.
It makes it creepier. But well, he is 52, so
Michael Myers' mask is pretty stiff too, man. Maybe he's going for Michael Myers' face.
So next week we're going to get also Malachi Black. Or it's not next
Nope.
week. It's 2 weeks.
I do think it's weird they're doing that match in Jacksonville.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why.
I guess maybe they want to spread out the big shit, I guess, and give them a reason to come back to Jacksonville after like 70 straight fucking episodes.
Feel like we didn't need the Goodbye Daly's Place video for it's coming right back to Daly's Place, though.
Yeah. I'm with you there.
Kind of thought we would have taken a little time off between.
She wrote me a John Deere letter.
So,
I don't know, something about not listening or something. I wasn't paying attention.
Something about not listening. I don't know.
we're at the main event, IWGP US. What the fuck title is it?
Somebody's moving this along so they can get their night started.
Yeah, someone wants to be drunky drunk.
Always.
So John Moxley, he loses. Goodbye. No, but
What?
what? So John Moxley versus Lance Archer, and I have one complaint about this, and you guys all know what it is.
Is it that Rick Knox sucks as a referee and just stopped counting at one point on one of their falsies?
No, that's not it.
Is it that you could see Moxley blade very blatantly and pull the blade out of his wrist tape?
Nope, that was not it. But I did notice
where
that.
Archer was bleeding from after the outside of the ring.
That
Paradigm shift clearly was not where it would have busted him.
yeah, that too.
Oh,
no.
is it because? Okay, wait. Is it because the fucking commentators didn't put over at all that he murdered a fan? Like they're not worried about the lawsuit that's about to happen?
Well, okay, that one is a good one. That's actually not it. No, it's because fucking John Moxley didn't sell the most painful thing I've seen in like years when he took a choke slam on the backs of two chairs that didn't give, and then he just fighting spirited out of it. Just like didn't give a fuck about a legit broken back.
You don't understand how Japanese workers do.
You have no
He's from
fighting spirit.
Cincinnati. I know him. He's not Japanese. Cincinnati's not part of Japan.
Yeah, you don't know anything about Cincinnati spirit.
Have you taken a spot on chairs like that before?
I have not, but it doesn't matter because I know what it looks like.
I'm not fighting you. I was just asking.
I have not. I thought you were going to say it's not that
You're real
bad.
defensive right now.
I thought you were going to be like, it's not that bad. It doesn't matter. It looks awful.
That's not where I was going to, but it isn't that bad.
I've seen you take it. Did you?
None of the things in the ring are as bad as the emotional pain. Wait, what?
Well, did you take it on 2 or 1? I don't remember.
Well, I've done it multiple times, but I took a sidewalk slam from Necro on 2 chairs like that.
That's the one I saw was the Necro one. I can't remember if it was 2 or 1 chairs, but yeah, like I can't believe he just no-sold that.
I didn't know. I guess
I don't remember him no-selling it, but I wasn't watching enough attention to like fight this out or anything. But I thought he kind of laid there for a few
I
seconds.
note about it, Tim. You're not alone on that. That looked dangerous, and then it wasn't sold dangerous.
So not only did he not really sell it, he never even laid down from it. Like, so he got chokeslammed on it. He fell to the ground, rolled a little bit, and then went straight to sitting up in the corner. So he didn't even lay there. He was just like, no, I'm not even going to lay down for this dog. I'm going to get up and get a lariat.
Maybe it popped in my head maybe why he did that. I'm not saying this is it, but they were pretty diligent about not having very many 10 counts laying down on the mat. Maybe he sold that way so it wouldn't be a count because they wanted to save and only do like 3 or 4 of those.
Well, I would be fine as long as he stayed in the corner instead of coming up with a big clothesline and then fighting, acting like nothing had happened to him.
Japan, man.
Japan. Cincinnati, Japan. That's our whole argument every time.
That title represents the country of Japan and the city of Cincinnati.
Again, we won the big war.
I think let's not get back into World War II. I think the whole Japan explanation is the same reason they had Archer use a fan
Yeah.
because Bruiser
That's part of
Brody.
his deal. Well, that's part of his deal there too. He beat the shit out of random young boys around the ring.
Okay, but again, if say I'm commentating at Revenge Pro in Erie and I'm a commentator,
Somebody's angling for a job.
so I don't, I'm just a commentator out there to call the action as I see it. I don't know that anything's been talked about or this isn't real. So when I see, let's say, old Big Bill Collier grab a random person and throw them across the room, I'm going to be like, well, that's it. We're getting sued. This whole place is getting shut down. Shouldn't be doing that, guys.
I'm just glad you finally took your shot at getting that job that we've set this whole podcast up for. That a boy.
Again, does somebody on the podcast have a connection there?
Go for your dreams. Go for it.
No, but I know a guy that can.
I know John McChesney. Let me put in a word.
Yeah. Again, that's apples to pomegranates because you're right in the sense of revenge. We would be sued and fucking done with, but you got to think as far as being an announcer. If you see it on the screen, it's probably discussed ahead of time. But
they shouldn't act like that though, right?
Shouldn't act like that. Because then when a title switches hands, they could be like, "Yep, that's that thing they talked about in the back."
Yeah, all right. Yeah, you're all right.
Draven just defeats it. He's like, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
I do that every once in a while too. I just go, yeah, good point. But yeah, they should have been real upset about a fan getting murdered or used as a weapon.
But yeah, I mean, other than that, I really enjoyed this. I think it's insane that Moxley could be pretty much taking it easy right now, working main events against Cody or Omega or whoever, and just having normal wrestling matches. But instead, he's like, let's fucking make deathmatch.
Let me pull the fork out.
Yeah, I mean, that fork shit looked crazy.
The fork to the head was, that shit looked crazy. I know it's kind of a work, but kind of not. But yeah,
dude, it's 100% a work.
I mean, it's just it's a work, but it's just dangerous to even work it. There's a good chance you actually get stuck with a fork.
I was legitimately surprised. Maybe I shouldn't have been because I'm assuming this is what New Japan wants. But I was kind of surprised that Archer won.
Yeah, I was too.
Yeah,
well, he was with New Japan for a while.
I know that's what I mean. I thought maybe New Japan called like, "Hey, we need him to have the title."
Yeah, it's just more surprising that AEW was willing to do it on their TV and have one of their main guys lose on their TV.
Lance Archer is not part of New Japan though, and Moxley is. Moxley, you would think too. They would want him to be
weirder
title once in Japan. He's been champion since fucking a year and a half now, and he hasn't been able to get to Japan once to defend it. You would think they'd want him to defend it.
But Archer was previously with Suzuki-gun, so that means we could get Minoru Suzuki on AEW.
What's his car choice have to do with anything? He drives a Suzuki. I get it.
I will tell him you said that.
So here's what I really think the real reason of this is. I think New Japan will probably still use Moxley. They might even move him up the card and give him a heavyweight title match when he's able to come over. But I think they want to get the belt onto a Japanese person, and they didn't want to have Moxley job to Haku's kid.
Oh.
Huh. That's a good call.
Yeah.
So they're like, Lance Archer, we like him. He used to be one of our champions. He used to be under contract here. That's cool. He can have the belt again. But he's going to put over our guy because we don't give a shit about him anymore.
Plus, it'll look cool to have Haku's kid in there with Lance Archer because he's even bigger than him, and he's a monster. And he's even bigger than the monster.
That'll help his aura in Japan, yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a note about that where I need to go back and look at it again because you guys have kind of made me question this, but I thought Ming's kid, I mean, not height-wise, but just overall size, I thought he looked kind of scrawny compared to
Lance Archer.
He's lean compared to Archer, yeah, but he's much taller, like at least 4 or 5 inches taller.
Yeah, he just kind of seemed, I don't know, he gave me El Gigante vibes, like just very tall, lanky. And
you're talking about my son. I can't edit this out.
Actually control his sperm because each of his kids, like Tongaloa is built more like Hobbs.
Yeah.
And, and then he has...
well, again, all this
is built more like Rollins.
It's all a moot point, though, because Vance laid it out for us. Ming can control his sperm. So you want to be lean and tall, you want to be thick and chunky, you want to be beefy, all the Ming words.
By the way, real quick, in the note, I do have with all due respect to Ming.
You can't just
And
say
then-
whatever you want to Ming if you say with all due respect.
Yeah, I'm taking a real risk here. I know.
So with this match being, I really like this match and what they did. So then next week, what does that mean for Jericho that I said an hour ago that we'd get there eventually for Jericho and Gage match?
Well, I mean, Gage is a whole nother level other than these guys. Gage does legit death matches, so I think it's going to be quite a bit
Jericho-
more violent.
Right, and we said Jericho is going to be willing to do some stuff, but like how much more? Is it just going to be light tubes and that's it? We didn't see thumbtacks, I guess.
He's definitely using a pizza cutter.
Came out with the pizza cutter, so we
Yeah.
that's going to be used. It's going to be the deathmatch staples. It'll be pizza cutter. It'll be probably
Right.
barbed wire bat, probably light tubes, probably whatever the fuck crazy shit Gage will take.
Do you think Jericho will legit take the pizza cutter?
I mean, if
Yeah, I
Gage
mean, his
works
skin's
it,
probably already pretty paper thin.
I was going to say
But
leather.
Gage doesn't work
Oh.
it, right? I mean, that's pretty much the thing with Gage is he doesn't work the pizza cutter. That's what Mox said. He's like, yeah, let's do a little
it's
twist
all
and turn.
fucking work, man. If we were on a national TV show and we wanted to keep our aura, we'd say that we really do front flip pile drivers. Nobody but us.
I mean, the video is for sure when he cut him in the mouth with the pizza cutter, he for sure cut both sides of his mouth. That wasn't a work.
Pizza sauce.
Pizza sauce. There's still pizza sauce in the pizza cutter.
Inconclusive.
Now
Yeah,
you're
we
going to
all-
tell me that
We all know the
Cincinnati
ketchup trick.
is in Italy. Who wants to go ratings first? Oh, wait, breakdown. Breakdown, Omega.
Okay, I'll do the
Break it
breakdown of my rating. But last week was my highest ever and the highest in the history of the show. Was an
Mhm.
89. So I don't think anyone's coming close to that for this show.
No.
17 segments, 11
Okay.
were promos, 6 were matches.
Okay, that's pretty normal.
Matches, 4 had commercial breaks, so 66%, and 2 had post-match attacks, so 33%.
That's down
It's
on
way
the
down.
tax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the commercial shit's fucking driving me nuts. Like, you can write the format of the show around matches. You don't have to put a commercial in every goddamn match. You control that.
Yeah.
But
Also,
Only Cody's matches don't have commercials.
well, the opener here, the Jericho match, didn't either.
Maybe it's just the opener always doesn't have a
Maybe.
commercial break then.
As far as my rating, there wasn't much on the show that blew me away. I thought Jericho and Spears was solid, but nothing special. Fucking Nyla Rose being on a show loses 10 points automatically anyways. Nick Gage being there was cool. The Andrade promo was kind of a mess. Moxley and Archer was good, but outside of the finish, the choke slam on the barbed wire tables, they didn't do anything too crazy, I thought. So my rating is a 51.
Okay.
Surprisingly, do you want, I should probably go so we can book in this thing. So I didn't have a match that I really liked at all. There's a couple little things that were decent. Mine's a 28.
Holy shit! So like you would round this up to a 3 out of 10 if you were
Yes.
rating like.
Yeah.
Wow. I thought I was going to be the lowest. Jesus Christ.
I thought Chris Jericho and Sean Spears was just probably a 4 out of 10. Doc Gallows and Frankie Zara was probably a 2. Wheeler Yuta and Darby was probably a 5. Nyla Rose and Britt Baker was a 1. The Blade and Orange Cassidy is probably a 5. John Moxley and Lance Archer is probably a 3 or 4. So yeah, about a 3.
I was with you on all of them except for Mox and Archer. I thought that was a little bit higher than that, but
Yeah. And then there's some the promos definitely didn't add to it. I think they took away more than they added. So there you go.
All right, I'll go. Mine was overall a 45. And kind of the same reasons you got. Nothing really blew me away. I mean, the Nick Gage thing, like I said, it was legitimately one of the most surprising things to happen in wrestling in a while. So that, basically that and the main event were the only two things that and Sting's little gimmick with Cassidy. Those 3 things I really liked. Everything else I could have done without.
And I had a 55. So we're all 3 of us are in the same kind of area. I liked the main event a lot. I didn't mind the Jericho Spears match for what it was. It was better than I expected. The Nyla I could have did without. I could have did without the Gallows and Kaz completely. I liked the Orange Cassidy and Blade match too. Extra points for Miro's Bloodsport jacket, and of course for Penta Says.
Without the Bloodsport jacket, I might have an 18. So
I want to reach through the phone and smack Jason for putting over Penta Says and Alex and all that bullshit.
I do dig. Speaking of T-shirts, I do dig the Street Fighter AEW crossover.
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah,
I haven't seen
that's
that.
pretty cool. That they're not like. I mean, the AEW is at least kind of recognizing what's popular and using it to their advantage, and not just whatever was popular 5 years ago.
Here's a question to bring it full circle to talk about Punk and Daniel Bryan again. Do you think they get the rights to their songs? Daniel Bryan getting Final Countdown back, and Punk getting
Cult's personality?
Yeah,
I would definitely mark out for the Final Countdown.
I hope he gets AFI. I would, because Punk could do it easily if he Ring of Honor music, the dun 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 dun.
I just think that has too long of a build for TV wrestling. Like it's like a minute 50 before it comes out.
Well, it could be edited. Just give a little bit of that and then go right into the whatever. Because that was, in my opinion, one of the coolest entrances in the Indies at the time.
Yeah.
Does do you know if like or if WWE, do you know like the length of the time they bought the rights to Cult of Personality? Was it?
Well, when you do that, it's not like you don't own the song; you just own the rights to use it on your media and shit. So that doesn't stop AEW from also being able to get the rights.
Oh, okay. Like I thought WWE had like exclusive rights to using it on a wrestling product.
No, I'm sure they could get a deal like that, but I doubt it's ever been done. They may try and do it going forward, but
yeah, because they wouldn't have done it then because there's no other wrestling program who would have been able to afford the rights to use it in the first place. So
right.
I mean, as much as I love the AFI song and the entrance, I would rather they go with the Call to Personality because that will get an insane pop.
Yeah, Pop could getting his WWE music on AEW.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll be.
Yeah, that's true. That the fact that because a lot of people will hear the AFI music and be like, "Oh, they couldn't get that."
Then again, the song Brian used in WWE is just a remixed version of a public domain song. They could get Flight of the Valkyries or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, they could definitely use that. I don't know. I'm interested to see what they do with those guys.
Here's a problem I found. So the crowd chanting Daniel Bryan, real easy to chant. Try the other name.
Brian Danielson.
Yeah, it's real hard.
American Dragon.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. American Dragon.
Let's go Dragon. There you go. Let's go Dragon.
Your fucking head off, whatever it was.
Yeah, Samoa Joe's gonna fucking kill you was a chant at one point.
I wonder if they can legally block like the yes taunt and shit because that's kind of intellectual property of WWE, I think.
Ooh, it is.
Then again, yeah, it probably is.
I don't know how that works.
The crowd from chanting it though.
Right, they can't stop the crowd, but Daniel Bryan, they can fucking sue him if he does it.
Right.
How's he not going to do it? If you've got like 20,000 people doing the yes thing and you're standing in the ring just ignoring it. Like,
he just puts up one arm.
Yeah.
Maybe he does the no, and that makes them all do the yes.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I don't know. Yeah, it's tricky, man. I don't know.
It's going to be weird.
When are they in Chicago?
The week before. So September, like, 3rd, 5th, and the pay-per-view that Saturday. So it's like Wednesday, Friday, Saturday.
The pay-per-view's in Chicago?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah.
That's why I said the other day, I would just announce the fuckers ahead of time and put the match on the card for the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Because how many more buys would fucking... Dude, ticket prices have already gone up 118% just because of the rumors.
I would buy the pay-per-view, and I haven't bought a pay-per-view in a decade.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Think of the numbers that they would do that are WWE fans that have never even tried AEW who would if Punk and Bryan were working each other.
Yeah. You think Punk will be rusty? I mean, when's the last time that dude's worked?
Royal Rumble 2014.
Wow. Yeah.
Unless he kept filming for that heels show. I don't know what the fuck he did there.
Yeah. So it's like, well, I guess Christian wasn't too rusty, and he hadn't wrestled him forever. So.
Punk's probably in better cardio shape now than he ever was during his career. MMA is fucking.
Yeah. And our business is. So with that, we will bid you farewell.
Big facts.
And I will see two of you for drinking tomorrow.
And we're going to go do that right now, too. So.
Right now.
All right. Well, pregame until I get there. Omega, you're welcome to come down always.
Well, you send me my flight info. I'll be there.
Oh, it's your car, and it's Interstate 77.
There you go.
I'll have to look into that.
It's first class, dog. You can choose the music.
Oh, shit.
Your seat reclines.
I know a place with a good hotel, or at least with a hotel.
The price is right. That's what matters.
Yeah.
Bob Barker's going to be there?
Come on down.
Oh, again, we're back to that.
All right. See you, boys.
Later.
Love you too.